All right, welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is June 9th, 6:13 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. I think the traditional market just opened. It's Friday. It's shaping up to be an interesting looking Friday. Let's check out FinViz here and see, is the market open? Nope, not quite yet. All right, so boom, bitcoindailyview.com. Of course, always got more for you there. Check it out. All right, looking at the crypto universe in squares this morning. We're turning green. It's been a bit of a hard evening, but we're turning green now. I'm seeing a lot of shorts getting wrecked right now. I think people were betting on a kind of a downwards weekend, and it is yet to be seen. But right now, the shorters are kind of getting hammered the last hour or so. Looking at a Bitcoin trading volume explicitly the last 24 hours, it's 2.3 billion, down 23.4%, and that's pretty low volume, which is in part probably why shorters are getting wrecked, because Bitcoin really isn't dumping. The market is kind of weak, but it's holding on. So we're going to see how this weekend goes. I think the crypto market and Bitcoin are still kind of deciding what they're going to do this weekend. We'll see what news comes out today. Looking at Shiba Inu, something which is just good for a little bit of a measurement here to kind of show how alts are doing. Alt 19.4 million for SHIB last 24 hours. All right. And of course, you can see 2.4 billion for Bitcoin. So there's a nice little measurement there. Looking at 1 hour liquidations, which should say liquidations in the last hour, we have 2.9 million shorts wrecked, and then of course 51k of longs wrecked, and that would be across the board in the crypto market. So last 24 hours, we're seeing about 20 million in wrecked longs, about 17 million in wrecked shorts. So definitely a lot of volatility there. It's a hard market to play right now. So be careful if you're longing and shorting with leverage. It's a little bit too volatile for big plays, in my opinion, right now today. Market not open yet, but we can see that yesterday the market did pretty darn well. I'll take it. Let me actually hit my little timer here. Boom. All right. Now, top cryptocurrencies. Basically, let's look at the volume on the big exchanges. As we can see, most of the top 20 are in the red right now. So volume is pretty darn low. I'm sorry, that's actually derivatives. Here's spot. Spot, yes, definitely low. We're kind of, as you can see, the 7-day graph, we've been trailing off the end of this week. So definitely longers and shorters are really trying to find an edge and get in there. But be careful, not a lot of volume makes for real easy volatility for the whales to mess with you. Looking at derivatives, 27 billion in longs and shorts with leverage on Binance. That is not much. It's not even over 30 or 50 billion. So definitely people aren't at this very moment trying to long or short so much that I think the exchanges will knock you off. So just that's kind of a positive sign. Looking at this, a 15-minute chart, you can see back here, like the 5th of June through like the 6th of June, it is massive BART pattern. I think a lot of the market is still recovering from that. We're kind of holding sideways. We're pushing against previous support and resistance. Now seeing a lot of longs and shorts getting wrecked right now. Definitely seeing some nice big buys and sells coming, seeing some liquidations happening on the longs, especially the last couple of minutes now. $1.1 million buy just now. That's just for Bitcoin. We're seeing a nice smooth cruise, into the weekend. No one's trying too hard, which is nice in this volatile market. It doesn't have a lot of volume at the very moment. Looking at blockchain whispers for longs versus short sentiment. Long 64%, short 34% for Bitcoin this morning. That's where all the big volume is, and I think that has a good value. So people are definitely hitting today, at least so far, pre-market open with a positive vigor. Looking at Bitcoin explicitly, $26,681 for Bitcoin right now. Looking at the top 100, Render's doing really well today. RNDR up 6%. I have no idea what BSCEX is. I think this ticker is broken. Maybe it's not. Anyway, that thing's off the charts. I'm not sure what do you make of that. Pepe is doing nice, up 7%. I'll take it. It's a cool meme coin. I like the project. It's doing a lot of good stuff. So looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin, here's the big thing. We have this big upwards channel. Looking at the ADX and directional index. Directional index is in the red, but it's moving towards the green. ADX is about to tangent upwards on the daily. It's an interesting day here in the market. Just beware, are we going to basically, it's all about, are we going to visit the bottom of this channel and bounce? Are we going to break through? And then that's not so great because we'd be losing the 200 moving average here on the daily. So it's just kind of a sideways moment. Be careful if you're going, like I say, in with any big leverage right now. It's a tough call. Look at the 4-hour chart. You can see right here, we're trying to get over the 200 moving average. It's, when you cross it, it's a positive thing, but when you lose it, it's not so great at all. So right now, it's all about, can we get over the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart? If we can, that's going to be pretty darn groovy. Looking at the directional index is just starting to perk up. Maybe we'll get a positive tangent on the ADX. Let's look at a 45-minute chart for very, very immediate price action. 45-minute chart starting to perk up. ADX is moving in the right direction. Directional index is looking good. Will we see a break above the 200 moving average and a move? We shall see. I do think this big move back here, the 5th and the 6th. Well, actually, this is this morning, isn't it? When was that? That was like on 5th of June. Okay, so yeah, the 5th and the 6th. This big BART pattern, I think still has a little bit wary. Still has people a little bit wary. But if we can get over the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, especially the daily chart, which we're working on there, and we can stay there and be consistent, find some support above that, I think we'll definitely see a rally this weekend, quite possibly. Looking at, where did my thing go? Oh, okay. Looking at a little bit of news here real quick. Let's just check it out. For fun, Woke Marvel eliminates the Punisher due to problematic conservative fan base. The Punisher, I mean, I never really thought of him as having a political bias other than punishing. Anyway, Punisher is too, I don't know, too undomesticated for our domesticated world. That's a shame. The end of easy money. Bankruptcy filings pile up at the fastest rate since 2010, with interest rates getting more expensive. Basically, smaller businesses can't get money, and they're closing. Bigger businesses can't get money. So beware out there. All right, SEC just broke crypto and Bitcoin market. I put this in the show description, in the show notes. Crypto Lark on YouTube. This is a very, very, very good little run through he does. It's about 8 minutes long. It's worth watching. It's both positive and negative, but basically it's real, and I think you'll be more knowledgeable and inspired. It's a good view that he has. He has a great insight into the crypto market and markets in general. Well, once again, BitcoinDailyView.com, got more for you there. I have a good weekend. I'll be on as much as I can. We'll find some setups. We'll get into some stuff. Right now, the market is just kind of weak. I'm waiting for a mood. I'm waiting for it to either, if Bitcoin can get positive, then I think we're going to see some alts just explode today. Especially if it can stay sideways and find some support with a 45-minute and 45 and 1 hour 200 moving average, and watch for that 4-hour break above the 200 moving average. If we get that, especially over the weekend, we might see a nice Bitcoin run, and some alts just lose their minds. All right, take care.